As the time has come, we're starting Crescent City, okay? As you can see, she's a bit thick. I'm excited to start this book. I don't have a book sleeve, so we're gonna have to put her in a Ziploc bag for now. However, I did buy a book sleeve online today, so I'm super excited. I also bought the cutest bookmarks. I'm so excited. But yeah, right now she's in a Ziploc. Hopefully she doesn't suffocate because that'd be sad. Also have my blanket. Forecast for today is like 68 degrees. Could not be more excited. I am like fully planning to just lay out on the grass in the sun for like a while because I want to get tan. I don't even know what the UV is gonna be, but I just want to be outside. Like, it's so nice outside. I just want to be outside, and this way like I can like start the book, and like, I don't know, being outside will motivate me. I also have the audiobook that I got on Audible with my credit, so I might listen to that too, just to like help me get into it, because I don't know, it always takes me a while to get into books. This isn't like book related, but oh my gosh, this isn't book related, but here's my outfit. I don't know how I feel about the vest, but I'll probably be cold. I don't know. Me, in my head, I'm like above 60 degrees is like summer. Simply not the case, but can't get out of my head. So this is the fit we're rocking with. Something about me is I will be purchasing a mid-afternoon coffee nearly every day. I just got a spot at a tree. I don't think I'm being dramatic when I say this is probably one of the like most perfect days to ever exist. Ever. Like, it's so beautiful. Now to actually get to reading. Oh, also, I got a short king today. Just felt like they needed some love today, like my short kings out there. It's the next day. Yesterday, I read to about 68 pages, which is like the 6th chapter of the book. So far, it's really good. What I thought was interesting was that there were so many fantasy creatures and like fantasy settings, but it still had that modern like touch of the world, I guess, with like phones and pizza and stuff, which is kind of interesting. I don't think I've ever read a fantasy book that integrates both real life and then the fantasy world. There was a ton of world building, so I did listen to the audiobook for the whole time, and then towards the end I did listen to the audiobook like while I was walking. And I usually don't listen to audiobooks, but I bought this one again with my credit that I got from Audible, and I actually was really enjoying listening to someone read the book as I was following along the pages. I just feel like it helped with my comprehension because, again, there was so much world building already and so much happened in just like 70 pages. I have to work today, so I'm just gonna read this for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes before I have to leave for work. Depending on the work day that I have ahead of me, I might be able to read more. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. Yeah, or in for the long haul, really. Here we are once again, laying in my bed like on my stomach. But I read about 60 pages again at work. I had to use the audiobook again. I don't know if it's like because I'm lazy. Probably because I'm lazy, but the audiobook is just really helping me get through this book, and it's not even bad. It's not even bad. I really am like getting invested. Yeah, I'm like 130 pages in, and it's like 9 o'clock right now. I woke up at 5:30, so I'm pretty tired, but I might throw the audiobook on for a little bit and try and read as much as possible. Exciting developments are in the works right now. This bad boy arriving in 2 days. I haven't finished the first book yet, but you know that you like the first book when you buy the second book and you haven't even finished the first book yet. You know what I mean? Once again, this angle and lighting is really bad. Oh well. I finished Crescent City book number 1 today. Are we surprised that I skipped class to read? I'm not particularly astonished. That book was incredible. That book was insane. It seemed like the first like 200 pages were really tough to get into just because there was so much world building. But the last like 300 pages, I just blew through. I devoured that book. And I was saying earlier at this video how I was pretty reliant on the audiobook to get through a lot of the chapters. And then like halfway through the book, I just kind of like stopped relying on the audiobook as much, which I thought was a win because I was actually getting into it and like I didn't need the voice of the narrator in my head in order to keep me on track. The last 100 pages were crazy. I loved it. I loved the ending. I could picture everything in my head. It was like a major motion picture. Is that like stupid? Am I saying that correctly? I'm so excited to read the second book. I ordered it on Amazon. It's coming tomorrow. It's coming tomorrow. It says by 10 p.m. tomorrow. I'm praying to God that it comes before that. Anyway, I'm driving. I have to wait till April 27th to buy the audiobook because my credits refresh. They refresh on the 27th. So until then, I'll be reading the second book. I'll be reading that, and then yeah, I'll get the audiobook on the 27th. I'm so excited, but the first book so far was so good, so I'm so excited. Hey guys, I don't think I've recorded anything reading House of Sky and Breath. I don't think I've recorded anything, and a little update, I'm more than halfway through. I think I've been reading it for like a week now. I have the audiobook now. God bless. So I've been reading for about 2 hours tonight. It's getting good. Kind of like not bored, but I am like anticipating when things are gonna get super interesting, because right now it just feels like the plot is dragging on. So we'll see how it goes, but I don't know if I'm gonna read anymore. I'm really tired, so maybe, I don't know. We'll see how far I get. The objective for today is to finish this book or get as close as I can to finishing it today. Look, I have like 170 pages left, and today's my last day of school, so I have my Spanish final, and then the whole day is free. So I have no excuse. I have to finish this book. It's not that it's bad. I'm just like getting a little bored. Like, I just feel like we could cut out a lot so that I could actually get to the main part, like the main resolution of the conflict, because right now it's just like perpetuated conflict, and I don't know. I'm like on the cusp of being lost. They're not losing me yet, but I'm like on the cusp. You know what I mean? I finished House of Sky and Breath. I am thoroughly confused at the ending. I rated it a 3 stars. I don't know if that feels too low or not. I might, like 3.5. I think 3.5 like is the rating that like it deserves. There's just so many thoughts going on in my head, bro. Like I read 172 pages today, 3 hours, and it was a lot. It was a lot. Maybe I should like wait to gather my thoughts before filming the review. I probably will like film another review when I have like better thoughts. But my initial thoughts right now is that I'm confused. I was a little dizzy after finishing it. Like, I was kind of nauseous, and I don't know where to go from here. I don't know if I really like am feeling, I want to read the next book. Like, I want to read the 3rd book, but at the same time I'm in no hurry. I'm gonna take a break from this series and read something in between the 2nd book and the 3rd book to kind of clear my head, because right now I am at a loss. Just learned a crazy part of the plot. I did this. My jaw dropped. I look a little crazy right now, but it's like who I am. One of the last clips that you saw, I was reading outside. I was at my mom's house. Now I am back, and I am like pretty close. I made quite a big dent in this book. I am 554 pages in right now. I've been listening to the audiobook. It has been a blessing. This book is just so big. Like, are you kidding me? But so far it's like really good. Like, I'm very surprised because I read some of Sarah's comments like on her Instagram when she first released this book, and people were saying that it was the worst one in the series. And I was like, oh, so I'm actually about to read that book. Oh, I wasn't super excited, but it's really good. It might be the best one yet, in my opinion. I still have about 230 pages to go, and I have no idea, like I have no ideas about how the ending is going to unfold and what the ending is going to be. And I'm a little bit nervous that it's going to be unsatisfying, to be honest. Like, that would just suck to get 830 pages into a book and then it not be worth it. But I'm super close. I'm gonna read more, probably, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. So the time has come. I finished the Crescent City book series. A lot of thoughts and yet no thoughts whatsoever. I finished the third book last night. I am in the same hoodie that I had on in the last clip, I'm pretty sure, but it's a different day. Yeah. There was so much in the series, and yet I'm like, what did I read? What did I read? And not in a bad way of like, that book was trash. No, I was deeply enamored by all three books. That is not, there's no question about it. I was in the trenches, like reading the audiobook like 4 hours a day. Like, that's the type of role I was on. But by the third book, there was just so much that happened that I was like, this is kind of like way too much to keep track of, like in a book series. So my review on the third book, it crossed over with ACOTAR. We saw more of Nesta and Azriel and a little bit of Cassian. So good. I would say my favorite part of the books, or the book, was the like first 200 pages when the main character Bryce was in the world of ACOTAR and was like talking with Nesta. And I just love the little cameos, everything like that. Super well done. I really like that. Towards the end of the book though, so much was happening. And my mind could not get a grasp on everything. So maybe that's just a skill issue. But the ending was super rushed. Not my favorite. And it was a happy ending, totally. And like, love a happy ending here and there. But like, the fact that like everything just went so perfectly, like all the time, I'm like, that's just not real life. Hey. Oh, a futuristic society set 15,000 years in the future with angels, vampires, demons, werewolves, the likes. But everything goes according to plan all the time. Not super realistic. You know what I'm saying? It was like not my favorite ending, but the third book was really good. It's hard to rank them from like least to like favorite to favorite. I would definitely say like they all had really great aspects of them. Were they all individually way too long? 100%. Absolutely. You mean to tell me I read 2,500 pages? What? That's like crazy. I will say, like, out of all the series that Sarah J. Maas has written, because now I've read all of them, ACOTAR, Throne of Glass, and Crescent City, this is my least favorite. I definitely like ACOTAR more than this. I will say Throne of Glass is my favorite series that she's read or written. Crescent City is my least favorite. I did not really connect with many of the characters. The main character, Bryce, was pretty insufferable most of the time. I was not a huge fan of Hunt, her love interest. I will say I loved Rune. I liked Ethan sometimes. I wasn't a huge fan of Danica. I wasn't a huge fan of the romances going on. Like, I read it because I was interested in the storyline, but like the people, like the characters, I was like, okay, well, cool, you know? I would give the series like a 3 out of 5, like overall. Because it wasn't bad, and obviously I read it. Like, I didn't DNF it. I finished it to the end. Like, I read every single page. But I don't think I'd recommend it to people who enjoy Sarah J. Maas and, like, the Massiverse. It wasn't my favorite. Still read it. I still enjoyed it. There were so many times when I was, like, doing this, you know, because, like, the plot twists were crazy at some points, which was awesome. And then the crossover in ACOTAR, I really hope that we see, like, some of that crossover in the next ACOTAR book, hopefully. But yeah, those are my overall thoughts. So it took me about like a month to finish. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a like. Subscribe for more book content from me. And I'm trying to make a lot of content this summer, so hopefully that works out. And yeah, just stay tuned for that, I guess. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.